We welcome Valerie Randolph. Her course is Vaccines and Viruses. It will start on March 8th and will be our first in-person course for the spring. Dr. Randolph is a new member to our Bellingham community. We welcome her. Her work in RNA virus research, plus her work in compliance for vaccine research at Pfizer, makes her uniquely positioned for this timely course as we try to navigate all of the amounts of information that we hear about COVID vaccines. We offer her course as a service for the community at a reduced fee during this time of our continuing pandemic. Welcome, Valerie.
Thank you, Mishu. Vaccines are one of the greatest inventions in medical history, and they've had a profound influence on the reduction of sickness and death due to infectious diseases. And even though in this country, most people don't think of infectious disease as being a huge problem, certainly in the last 2 years, the emergence of COVID has made us aware that we still have a lot to be concerned about. Probably the greatest achievement for vaccines has been the successful eradication of the smallpox virus in 1977. And in the upper left-hand corner of this slide, you can see a picture of Dr. Edward Jenner, who is credited with creating the world's first vaccine. And he's giving the first smallpox vaccine to a young boy in 1796. Smallpox was an extremely infectious and devastating disease that caused death in about 30% of the people it infected. And it could cause severe scarring in the survivors. And I'm sure most, if not all of you here, especially over a certain age, have that round scar on your arm due to your smallpox vaccination. Now, we're all aware of the common childhood diseases such as measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox. Now, these viruses and diseases may no longer be thought of as common in this country, but people who were children in the 50s and 60s certainly remember having many of these infections in the days before the vaccines were available. Most of us also remember polio, which was a big issue in the 40s and 50s, and the invention of 2 different and very effective polio vaccines that virtually put an end to this disease in this country. And all of these diseases are still found in other parts of the world where vaccines are not as readily available and can still cause a significant amount of illness and death. Not all vaccines work well, and there are some diseases that we have just not been able to develop vaccines against. And one example is AIDS, which is caused by the human immunodeficiency virus. And despite a tremendous amount of work in the last 40 years, we still have no vaccine against this virus. So why is it that we've been able to actually eradicate one disease, smallpox, with the use of a vaccine, but have been unable to yet develop even a vaccine against AIDS? How is it we've been able to develop an excellent vaccine for COVID, but also know we will never be able to eradicate this virus? And why does it take so long to develop vaccines? And how is a vaccine for COVID developed so rapidly? How do we know if vaccines work and if they're safe? I'm certainly not going to be able to answer all these questions, but what I hope to do in the 3 lectures I'm presenting is to give you some background to help you evaluate the information and misinformation that's out there. Now, the topic covers a huge amount of information, so it will necessarily be an overview, although I will get down into the weeds sometimes. And my focus is going to be on viral vaccines, since that's my expertise. In the first session, I plan to go over the history of vaccines. And in the second session, I will go over various viral causes of infectious disease and the role of immunology and how we develop vaccines to train our immune systems to fight disease and why the type of vaccine is important. And in the last session, I plan to discuss the practical aspects of vaccine development. How are they manufactured and licensed? What is the process for vetting vaccines? And critically, how do we evaluate their safety and efficacy? I hope to see you in this course, and I sincerely hope you find the subject as fascinating as I do. Thank you.